Nelson Stryker on the rise. I am here with Dylan and Dakota Gonzalez. They are entrepreneurs, innovators, activists, and recording artists. I could keep going with that, right?
Yeah.
Y'all just are killing it out here. Look, we're in Newark, coming off that BlackTop Streetball Festival. How'd you guys like it today?
To be honest, it was like I was having a little bit of an out-of-body experience at first, just because it really means so much to me, like the purpose behind all this, because it's more than just basketball. It's more than just trying to get everybody in the same space for like some monetary agenda. It's really because we're trying to bring a community together, uplift the people, create a platform that allows people to be themselves and be showcased, but be supported as well. Because one of the things that I always say is I'm not particularly a fan of fans, because I think fans are for everybody, and I think they come and go, and what I really like resonate with is support. So to see like the support of people that came out today, and not just like, you know, the spectators, but just the people like that are really a part of this, because showing up is priceless. A lot of people don't realize how much somebody's presence can really make a difference and impact a community.
True.
So to see all the legends out there, to be in that mix and close proximity, like it's very humbling, you know? Like a lot of people I think don't even realize the full gravity yet. Like a lot of times people, they're gonna have that little aftershock moment where they're like, oh shit. But for me, I knew. Like coming in, I already knew. So that's why I was kind of like, whoa. So I was trying to catch the feels. I thought it was beautiful. I can't wait to do more.
Right, and they start seeing that content. They're gonna love it.
Exactly. Especially when, you know, you got people out there really balling and having fun. And I think that we definitely enjoyed ourselves today. We was putting on like a little light work. It was light work. It was a little light work. It was fun because like we play with guys a lot. Even like the first professional league that we played in was the GMGB with Master P, and we were some of the first women to like play in a co-ed professional league.
That's special.
And so it's like, you know, making history ain't new to us, but it's always a new, amazing experience. And to feel like you're starting to graduate from the levels that you were at before just feels amazing.
Feels so
like
good,
I said, so today it was a nice little light work session. Just got to go out there, have fun with the guys. I hate playing with the men's ball, but when you play in semi-pro men's leagues, you got to get used to it eventually. But
But does it help you though at all because it's a bigger ball, or nah, not really?
Nah, not for my ball. Because think about it like this, all of my mechanics change.
True.
It's like how my touch, my shot, how I handle it, my comfortability, like it's a completely different dynamic. A lot of people think it's little, but how come the guys never want to play with a girl's ball then?
There we go. You got it.
If it was that simple, they wouldn't complain so bad about playing with a girl's ball. I'm just saying. So I'll be the bigger person. It's cool. I like setting the example.
Hey. What's up, Dakota? What's up?
Hello. You know, I enjoyed myself today. I had a really great time.
I thought the turnout was fantastic. It was so great to receive the love as well. We're all about giving love. It's so important. And I felt like today it was so great to receive that love as well and that support, and so I had a lot of fun.
Awesome. As far as, you know, some of the team, the BlackTop team that you guys have been able to meet, obviously, you know, Wally Dixon, the main event, getting around the legends. How'd you guys feel about, you know, meeting some of the legends tonight, or today rather?
You know, like I said, it's just surreal, you know, because one of the things that's unfortunate is that a lot of the history of these players is not documented in the same kind of formal way that we get to see other professional leagues and people's careers documented. So it's like a lot of the things that they're actually capable of or have done, like people don't know about. So that's where a lot of the lack of like respect for BlackTop ballers comes from. It's like these are the people who really set the standard with style and with originality when it comes to the game and real grit. Because today, no shade, but like I feel like shit's real soft. And when I watch, I feel like I see people getting away with stuff like travels and carries and this and that, mostly in the men's game. The women's game is a lot more fundamental, but needs a lot of elevating and evolution as far as allowing women to get creative, take different types of shots, have fun with the game. It's almost too structured, too cookie cutter. That's why they're not getting to really see a wider audience like gravitate towards them because it's boring.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah.
women are talented as fuck. They're just not given permission to go off the leash like the guys are. But like I said, it's a little bit soft, just comparatively, because I'm somebody who did get to be exposed to like the street ballers. One of the first people who ever came into our life, like on the streetball side of things, was the professor, Grayson.
Oh, okay.
And he actually started teaching us some things back in college. We would go to Venice and he would just give us little like swag tips and footwork and handles and shots. So we was like, okay, so we really started studying and actually learning directly from street ballers more than we did from a lot of other mentors or professional athletes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that underdog mentality, because again, in this game and on this side of things, you don't get as much respect. So for me, there were certain things that were like a little upsetting, just because of the fact, not on anybody on BlackTop side of things, just more so like how people choose to respond to the presence of like what's really in front of them, because they just don't know, like they're ignorant. I can't hold that against them.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I really want to help advocate for these people so that people really understand and know what exactly is going on and who they're in front of, and the type of respect, like tap in, listen, watch, stand up for the Black national anthem. Like just different little things that I think now that we're finally starting to come back outside again, we're starting to get, you know, a little comfortable being more socially active and having social etiquette. But those are just little details for me that I was kind of like, we got to do better. Because again, those guys, what they've done, like people don't understand how they really changed the game. Like they've changed the game. Even today, a lot of the moves and the shit we see came from these people. And if they wouldn't have done that, who's to say where we would be today with all the swag and the style. So for me, I really want to start seeing these guys and women as well. I want to see like that the tables turn a bit. I'm ready to see them start to be able to monetize and support themselves and really get their value for real, because this is a different game. It's a different energy. And so like I said, getting to be with these legends was surreal for me. I was really having an out-of-body experience. I was almost like, I don't even know where to stand. Is this like, can I get this close? Because I feel like I'm not even like deserving to be this presence. But I was really excited to get to meet Hot Sauce today.
Okay,
Shout out to him. I'm personally trying to become one of the franchise owners of Vegas. So getting to connect with him, getting to see where our energies are at. And again, just show that love and respect and continue to get to know each other so that we can do some amazing things in Vegas, and then again collectively as a team for BlackTop overall.
Now, as business wise, because you're talking about being franchise owners, are you guys together in your businesses, or you have separate businesses that you're doing, or everything is together? Because
how would you like to explain it, Dakota? I'm gonna see how you explain it, and then I'll clean up the pieces.
All right. I would say it's a little bit of both, but Dylan's really like the spearhead of everything. So I'm more like work for her in a way.
Okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, you know the Dylan.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I feel like at the end of the day, because of the fact that family is such a major value for us, like anything that one of us does, essentially both of us is doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we just had to really iron out when it came to the business side of things. Again, like what were the roles and how can we respect and create boundaries so that we can have success? And how can we be transparent and honest about what we're good at and what we're not as good at? And how can we bring that all together as a team? Because at the end of the day, teamwork makes the dream work. Everything becomes better when it's in twos. And you go faster alone, but you go further together. And for a long time, we always knew we were gonna, do everything collectively. But we also, again, knew we had to figure out a structure and how to get organized. And
that's the key.
That's a part of staying educated as well. A lot of people, they don't have the skills in their arsenal to get organized because they haven't properly educated themselves, and they need to understand like how the dynamics of this world works.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And if you aren't able to put yourself in a position where you're educating yourself on how all of these internal and external operations are going down in our country, internationally, if you plan on being at that level, then you're going to have a very difficult time seeing success
by yourself
and sustaining that success. Exactly, because you need a solid foundation. So that's kind of where I came in. We're both very creative, we're both very smart, but I would say that she's kind of somebody who I look to for a lot of creative guidance, and I'm kind of more like the logical, structured, like, here's how we're gonna do this, here's how the play is gonna get set up, here, call this person, do this. Because I know that, like, she can, and she has the confidence to do it, and I know that she's gonna give me that same kind of energy when it comes to, you know, if I need to push myself or go be better. I know she's gonna check me and challenge me, but I say, honest to goodness, I don't look at myself as above anybody. I just know my role. That's it.
There we go. Yeah, that's
and I
key.
just want to do the best that I can for everybody.
That's so key. So I understand you have some very nice brand partnerships.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let's talk about that.
Okay. Yes.
deucebrand.
deucebrand, yes, you said it. And I am the creative director for the women's line. That is getting launched at the end of this year.
First ever.
For the fall. We're pushing. Just excited. It's a new role for me. It's challenged me in some ways that I wasn't quite expecting, but it excites me because I just love fashion so much, and I love just the expression of it, the design, the whole process. So that's been a lot of fun. Having Dylan has been incredible. She's like,
of course,
amping me up all the time.
So lit to me.
Ideas.
I'm like, come on, dog. I be setting her.
Oh yeah, we're in the gym working out.
Hype
She's
woman.
like, what you think about this? I'm like, this is so great. I got the perfect model right here to like see how
I
this
look like
going
you,
down.
dog. I look like you. Use me.
The perfect hype woman, right?
Exactly.
I'm just so proud, like straight up, like for real, like to be in again a new role and like to see her just like really do her thing and have fun with it. And then plus it's like it's deucebrand. So when they had even come to the table, I told Dakota, I said, this must have been like meant to be because like we are the deuce. And we were working on some music,
Absolutely, we're working on music for it.
That's
so
perfect.
I got it. It's the start of something really great, and we've already received so much support from the community, the basketball community. deucebrand is really integrated in. So so it's been incredible, and just excited to continue growing it and getting it going.
So now, are they out? Are they based in Vegas as well, or where are they at?
They're in San Diego.
Oh, so they're in Cali. Okay.
Yeah, they're out in Cali. We went out there,
did a whole shoot.
Yeah,
it was great. Got a whole workout in.
We did.
Shout out to Barry. Shout out to Ryan, R2B Bob. Bob.
The Deuce family.
Oh, that's awesome, man. I'm so happy for y'all, man.
Thank you.
So
you know, just trying to challenge ourselves, like she said, to honestly just pursue the things we love. You know, just pursue the things we love fearlessly. One of the things I always say is you don't got to be great at the start, but you got to start to be great.
Yes.
And so that's one of the things that we apply 100% to this fashion lane. And we're very excited because we actually also have like a fashion jam coming up. We're trying to innovate on another level as well. You don't really see a lot of platforms for people to like participate when they are creative designers or directors or have their own brands. We were even talking with some amazing ladies today talking about, oh, we're gonna make clothes for tall women and all this stuff, and just hearing that just warms my heart, because not only again are they trying to come in and create for where there's like a deficit, where there's demand, but also that people really look to us, you know what I mean, to like participate and to support, and that means so much to me. So I wanted to finally, and again, I believe I'm speaking for Dakota as well, but we wanted to finally like feel like we could like deliver something, you know, as opposed to just like the shout outs and all this stuff. You know, our following our platform is great, but it just started feeling shallow. It didn't feel like enough. I didn't feel like
enough,
so we were like, you know what, especially because we've experienced that as well, where it's like, you know, you get a certain level of support, but you still don't necessarily see success at those next levels, and it starts to almost become redundant. You start to loathe the process and resent the process.
You don't feel full enough.
Exactly, you don't feel full enough. So we want to come and fill people's cups up, and we want them to have an opportunity to, again, express themselves, but like to have fun and to really know that they can trust what it is that they're coming to be a part of. So we've been spending the last couple months going hard. We're getting ready to drop new music. We're putting, like I said, it's called the Flexcity Fashionjam.
Okay.
Even though the Midwest, you know, raised us, Vegas, that's my city, it made us. So we say the Midwest raised us.
Vegas made us.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's why we call it Flex City. Originally, Sin City.
Yeah.
But
Right.
we wanted to change the connotation and the dynamic a bit because Vegas is really expanding and going beyond the Sin City. So we were like, you know what? Everybody comes here to flex. We do that for a living.
True.
Let's take this around the world and let's see who the biggest flexers really are. And let's see what's
Ooh,
good.
I like
So,
that.
yeah, so we want to go and see how people really step out, and we want to go take local designers and artists and brands from all these different cities that we want
Right.
to hit, hopefully internationally. Obviously, got to come with the Deuce brand, so
There
we're
we go.
excited to really set the tone with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're looking forward to it.
So let me ask you this. So obviously you guys probably get pitched all the time to do deals, right? How do you guys decide whether or not you want to do a deal with another company? Can you do another deal with another company? Are you exclusive to Deuce Brand? How do you guys navigate with that?
All right,
Yeah.
I'll let you go first.
Yeah, well, first thing that we learned about exclusivity was that we are our own entities, and so it's kind of like we don't limit ourselves to who we can work with and who we
And
can.
bruh, sorry to cut you off, but what was the first thing that I said to you when we came out of college? And I was like, we're gonna have to be our own lawyers. What I say?
Oh.
What would I say? The clause to look at.
Oh, the exclusivity. Yeah, that was the first thing she would always say. She'd be like, we just
Yeah,
gotta check
like,
that,
cut
see
it.
what
Big,
that
that's
is.
big, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So we really don't limit ourselves. We've learned lessons with that, and so yeah, no, we don't do exclusivity.
Okay, good.
Well, it's like
That's
we're
good.
willing to, right? But
Yeah.
it's like, what's the trade-off? Because it's like
Yeah.
if you say yes to one thing, you're saying no to a million others. So like
Right.
you got to make it worth. It's like
Yes.
I'm marrying you. You got to make it worth it to me if
Right.
you're gonna really lock me down like that. Because
Yeah,
otherwise,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Hey.
adjust this exclusivity clause, and we're gonna have to tailor some things, or it ain't gonna work. But no, we're
I hear
open-minded.
that.
We wanted to
Yeah.
put ourselves in a position, and I think being like, again, kind of Renaissance women, being one of those people that we don't follow the trends, we set them, we
Create
blaze the
them,
trails.
yeah.
So it's like when you're a person who's at the front of that flock, you kind of can't afford to limit yourself in who you want to be able to like work with and get experience
Yeah.
from. I think the biggest thing for us, honestly, is finding the right people, like who we
Right,
align in the
right.
vision with and stuff
Exactly.
like that. Because at the end of the day, like I said, we're open-minded. We want to make sure that we come and we make collaborative efforts. We're
Right.
looking to, we want to have long-term partnerships, right? Like
Yes.
that is ideal if it's with the right people. We share a
Right.
vision and it makes sense. So that is what we want to do. But at the end of the day, we'll see how it all plays out. But again, just grateful for everybody who does want to reach out to us, who does work with us, and who again aspires to, even if we haven't made it happen yet. We're really excited about the fact that we put ourselves in a position to be able to have those opportunities and to create them.
All right, all right.
Definitely.
All right. Anybody you guys want to shout out before you go?
Yes, free Brittany Griner.
Free Brittany Griner.
Yeah.
Yes,
100%. And also just shout out to all the people behind this.
Yep.
And thank you so much to Mark for bringing us out.
Yes.
Also shout out to my girl Cheyenne Ivy. None of this
Shout
would have
out
been
to
possible without her.
Cheyenne.
She's the one who
Yes.
definitely helped make this play.
Absolutely.
And also just shout out to God and my Lord and Savior,
All
Amen.
glory
Jesus
to
Christ.
God. Glory to
Amen,
God.
amen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And
All right,
Jesus
y'all.
Christ, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
Have a safe flight back, all right?
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
All right, y'all.
Yes, appreciate you.